After tons of mediocre and garbage games on the 2600, I just had to see if the 5200 and 7800 were any better. Well, it turns out not really so far from what I've experienced. It's just more of the same with slightly better graphics. But hey, BB, there is some good stuff in there after I finish up the few I'm reviewing right now. So with all that in mind, let's delve into the Atari 7800 with a wrestling game.
Oh, my favorite!
Mat Mania Challenge was developed by American Technos Inc. and published by Atari Corporation in the year 1990. It's a wrestling sports game featuring 2 modes and 3 difficulties. It also has nothing on Title Match Pro Wrestling on the Atari 2600.
What?
The controls are, well, have you seen the 7800 controller?
What the hell is even that?
It's not exactly that comfortable or intuitive. The Europeans got a more standard controller akin to the NES, the lucky bastards. So now imagine trying to use that thing for a wrestling game. Yeah, it's not that good. You got a punch button, kick button, and then if you press both, you can grapple or run or pin, I guess. I'm just mashing buttons hoping to win. It's a bad fighting game after all, and that's all you can ever do in one.
You ain't lying.
As for the gameplay, it's just single player or multiplayer. In single player, you can select easy, medium, or hard difficulty, and then you begin fighting. Yep, that's it in terms of options. And coming off of Title Match Pro Wrestling for the 2600, it sucks in terms of content on offer, but hey, what about the gameplay? Is it any good? Well, not really. It's basically like if you take the WWF games for Sega Genesis and downgraded the visuals a bit. With only one match and one wrestler. Yeah, you don't have any variety at all. I just keep fighting the same guy who's just a recolor of mine. The difficulty setting will not change anything, not the ring, arena, wrestlers, match, or music. But it's kind of alright overall. On easy, I was getting used to the gameplay and controls, so I didn't know you had to walk to the front of the ring to get back in after I was chucked out of it.
Of course!
So after I lost the match and tried medium difficulty, to only find myself getting non-stop draws with the timer always running out. Yeah, you gotta pin your opponent within the time limit to win. With not that much time given on higher difficulties, since this AI will fight back. I kind of like that challenge, even if the repetition caused fatigue over time. When I did win, I just kept playing. Yeah, there's no victory scene or new opponents, I just kept going on building up a score. Honestly, I'd rather go back to Title Match on 2600 at this rate. At least it offered more stuff. Kinda sad, a more advanced console is lacking in content. Kind of shows how things haven't changed since then, given if you play WWE 2K14, then go play WWE 2K25, you'll find there's no content, tons of bugs, and terrible controls and gameplay to boot. The more things change, the more they stay the same, I guess.
Indeed.
There's only a single song and loops forever. It's also terrible and reminds me of that AVGN episode where he covered the Rocky and Bullwinkle NES game. Seriously, what the hell is this shit? The console couldn't handle a more rocking selection of beeps and boots. Honestly, it shouldn't even have music in the first place or a way to turn it off. Coming from Title Match Pro Wrestling, I was expecting there to be a character selection, especially since it's a more advanced console. But instead, we play as the same guy every time, fighting a recolored version of him, and he's the only opponent. This sucks, and what sucks more is there's no other wrestling games on the system according to Moby Games.
Oh, man.
And yes, there's no other match types in this wrestling game. It's just one-on-one forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever, and fighting the same guy forever and ever and ever and ever.
Ever.
At the end of the day, Mat Mania Challenge is a mediocre game that I can barely recommend. It's a lackluster, clunky experience with terrible music and nothing to play with. Coming from Title Match Pro Wrestling, which featured 4 wrestlers and 2 match types plus multiplayer, it's kind of hard to see the appeal of this game. Sure, it looks better, but I'd rather have MS Paint graphics and fun gameplay with more stuff to do than a game that looks more akin to the Sega Genesis WWF games, but lacks anything to do. But hey, maybe Atari 7800 has some good stuff hidden within it. If you have any suggestions, I'll look into them. But anyways, that's it for this video. See you all later.